what I just shot is usable because I very obviously need more physical activity. Also, it doesn't help that the first time I shot this, I hadn't hit record on the phone. So I had to do it twice. Anybody would be winded displaying that artistry if they had done it twice. So that's not on me. Maybe a little bit on me. Holy crap. I need to do a sport or something. True story from my dance number. How many of y'all get these mile receipts? I seriously got this receipt and I've been holding on to it for months. Yeah, from November. Because I told my husband, I'm like, no, don't throw that out. I can do a ribbon dance. He was like, what? I'm like, dude, why are you going to start asking questions now at this point in our marriage? Hi, my name is Maggie, aka Kitty Whips, here on Flosstube and on Instagram. This is a channel all about cross stitching, and we've got a lot to talk about because a couple of weeks ago, Amy, Fiber Arts Amy, was here with me looking at the retreat hotel. We got some stuff done for the attendees, which was really nice. And we had a lot of fun. She got to meet Large Marge. I'll see if I can pop in some pictures. The other thing that's happened recently is that, again, Fiber Arts Amy and I recently did a live with Yanni of Yanni Stitcher. I'm going to put a link to her channel down below. Y'all are probably already following Yanni. She is a treasure and should be protected at all costs. If you don't follow her, go. She is a Mexican stitcher. Her videos are both in Spanish and English, which is amazing. And thank you, Yanni, for going through all of that effort for everyone. We had a lot of fun talking about cross-stitch retreats on Instagram Live. If you were able to tune in while we were live, thank you so much. Really appreciate you stopping by. She will upload that live video, I believe, to her channel at some point. So when she does, I'll try to remember to update the description with not only a link to her channel and Instagram, but also to that specific video. The other exciting thing that's coming up is next week, yours truly is going to be at Stitch, New Jersey, partying down with all the fun people there. I'm sure there will be a ton of fun people there. I mean, I'll be there, so there'll be one fun person there. And I'm sure they have many more fun people to meet. What was the point of that? I don't know. I'm just excited. Ah! Let's jump right into stitching. Okay. We're going to go with what's on the rack first, i.e. what I am currently working on. This is Pina Colada Recipe by Stitch Rovia. This is one of my older, very much older WIPs. I started this during the pandemic. I'm using, I think it's 14 count, 14 or 16 count chalkboard Ada, which I really love because I wanted it to kind of have that, the way it looks in the model version, that kind of chalkboard look. So I'm very excited. I finished this little seed part and started working on over. This is a new start. This is Lady Mirabilia from Mirabilia. Isn't she beautiful? I am actually not stitching her fully. I'm just gonna stitch her head for funsies. Who knows? I don't know. But this is where I've got so far. I'm not sure what fabric this is, and I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it's 28 count. In honor of Stitch New Jersey coming up, I am still working on a skeleton mosaic by Works by ABC, my hashtag sassy skeleton Sal. If you would like to join in, he's so much fun. The reason why I say Stitch New Jersey reference that is because Works by ABC, Arlene, actually organizes that retreat. I am planning on taking my Rosina Dizery for sure because she also designed this one. So I want to take that one to New Jersey with me. And I am going to take my sassy skeleton in whatever form he is going to be in by the time I have to leave. I've gotten him done. I decided to do his little lounging cushion in Petite Treasure Braid instead of DMC. Be Cheerful and Live Your Life is done in 712 DMC, but this guy is actually 3 strands of sulky, glowy thread, glow in the dark. And, you know, I wasn't sure how that was going to work. But y'all, if you have not been over to my Instagram, go now. Same name, @KitchyWhips. But I show a picture of him, like with the lights off. It is incredible. And the reason why I used sulky versus DMC or Kreinik or any of those is because someone did a really awesome video series comparing every single glow-in-the-dark thread and floss available. And not only did they compare how they glow in the dark, but they also compared how many strands you use. So if you use just 1 strand or 2 or 3 or 4. I'm going to link that video down below. Watch it. Like it, save it, subscribe to her channel. It is an awesome video. So that is why I specifically went with sulky. Go to my Instagram. You'll know the picture as soon as you see it. It is amazing how bright he is. This is 28 count linen from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. This was a fabric of the month called Autumnal Orchard. Villa Mirabilia. From Mirabilia. I'm using 28 count linen, again from Fiberlicious in Sunset Lantana, another fabric of the month. And I got some more of those yellow squares done and a little bit of shading. There we go. I did a little bit more work on my chopping Malsal. This is from the Witchy Stitcher. I do not have a photo to show you, unfortunately. This is Lugana from Under the Sea Fabric. I don't remember the name, I'm sorry. If you would like the name, let me know and I will do my due diligence and find out. So I got Freddie stitched. Here is the bed. This is actually an alternate modification that you can do. The original pattern is just a bed. Someone in the Witchy Stitcher group made this, which references the first Nightmare on Elm Street. Also, I changed up his claw, also something I got from the group, so that it looks more like his fingernails. And I think I'm just going to write bedding here versus Sweet Dreams. I don't know. We'll see. I have also put in a few stitches on At the Met by Mirabilia. This is the one that I'm actually doing a full conversion on and turning her into Tiana from Princess and the Frog. Specifically, I am trying to do her look from the Almost There musical portion of the movie. Her in the white dress with the orangey, yellowy background. I just love that segment so much. I fixed my mistake. I restitched this part of the sash down there. Re-outlined that middle shading part and did some of that white stitching. Again, this is another fabric from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. It is one of her ombre fabrics. It's amazing. It's called Fall in Love. If you are interested, this is available in her shop on a regular basis. You can get it anytime is what I mean. English words. Originally, I think I talked about this in my last video, I had decided to become monogamous. My goal was to finish this mermaid. It's from Mirabilia. Because I was so close on it. And I have. So, the issue that I'm running into with her is that I have made a mistake somewhere. And it's not a mistake that ruins a piece. It's one of those mistakes you can kind of fudge and get around. But the only issue with fudging it is once you get to a certain point, like those mistakes can kind of snowball. Because you've got your mistake and then you need to make a second mistake to fix the first mistake and so on and so forth. And that's kind of the tragic loop I am currently stuck in with her. I doubt anyone is ever going to be able to tell that there is a mistake there. But it just makes for, instead of being excited and seeing a finish in sight, it just makes it a little more frustrating to stitch. But this is where I am. She looks great though, doesn't she? Again, her colors just, and on this fabric, I'm just in love with her. This is Giocoso from Grace Notes Fabrics. One of their color fabrics of the month, but I do believe that it is now in their shop. I think, don't quote me. Golden Girl Apples from Mirabilia. There's the theme going. This is one that I am stitching along with Fiber Arts Amy, because I have seen her finish, not in real life, but once I started stitching her, someone commented and pointed me towards the one that they were working on, and they were almost done, and they've since finished, and it is awesome. This is where I am. Fiber Arts Amy and I were actually lucky enough to stitch on this some together while she was here, so that was fun. I am using a fabric flare fabric. It's called Wood 28 count linen. I thought it would be cool. She'd look like, you know, an actual label on a fruit box. Oh, look, it's not a Mirabilia. This is Spaghetti Western Sampler from Artist Design. It's just freaking amazing. This is so up my alley in so many ways. I absolutely love it. And the called for fabric on this was, mwah! I got this little corner done, corner full of pasta. Look at those fun colors. I'm just using the DMC conversion, but it is so cute and so fun. And this fabric just, look at this saucy fabric she picked. This is from a new dyer to me, Cedar River Linen and Design. This is the called for, it's 32 count red cedar. I also have one that I am stitching for a friend of mine. This is from a shop on Etsy that I might butcher. Olaton Embroidery. I will try my best to put a link down below. I am stitching this on white Aida. Please don't let the cats out or the cops in. My thought was to try and mount it on canvas when I'm done so she can just pop it on the wall. We'll see if that works out. Y'all, I'm finally doing my first round robin. Ooh, ooh. Basically, bare bones, a round robin is when you have a group of people, typically a small group so it doesn't get all nuts. You're all stitching the same pattern, but you'll stitch a section of it on your fabric and then send yours off, and they stitch a little bit and they send it to the next person who stitches, and then when it comes back to you, you've got a fully finished stitch, but all your friends have like added their stitching to it, and it's a lot of fun. I finally railroaded. I finally asked politely, and they very readily agreed, some friends to do this round robin. We are all super excited, and I'll get there. The pattern that we picked is Pinup Girl from Sew to Stitch. Ooh, and if you don't know, you probably can guess who is doing this round robin with me just by me saying Sew to Stitch. My fellow pinup stitchers are Rogue Mama Stitcher, who got me this awesome shirt. Treat yourself. Thanks, Amber. Burn Stitches, of course. Daydream Stitcher, Teeny Weeny Stitches, and Tattooed Stitcher. I think I got all those names right. And I remembered them off the top of my head. What is this? This is on 32 count Calypso Lugana, I think, from Picture This Plus. And this is the first girl in the pattern. That's the one I'm stitching on my piece. And then Rogue Mama Stitcher very sweetly charted us some alphabets, like for our names. So I'm gonna put Maggie down here, and then each girl going forward will have the name of her stitcher. And I'm very excited. And I hope to do more of these in the future, just because I don't know, it sounds fun, and this is a cool way, you know, when we can't be together in person, if you don't have a local stitch group that you hang out with, if you're not able to get to retreats, this is kind of a good alternative to make that connection outside of people commenting on your Flosstubes or Instagram, that kind of thing. Oh, Chatelaine Wednesday, which is today, by the way. I'm shooting this on a Wednesday, and it just occurred to me that I have not posted my Chatelaine Wednesday little picture I do every week. This is what I've been working on lately for Chatelaine Wednesday. It is Le Parfum. This one is a gorgeous design, but it's very interesting in that it is not the typical chatelaine mandala, but it is beautiful. I got this yellow flower and leaf done. This is 28 count Mermaid Mules linen from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. Believe it or not, y'all, I have not one, but two pretty much finished stitches to show y'all. Again, who is this? All I've got to do is beading on one and beading and back stitching on the other, and I will have two finishes. The first one is Day Nymph from Mirabilia. I am stitching this as part of the hashtag Nymph Sow with NazDX Stitch, Nadine, and Carolyn Stitches. Carolyn's finished with hers. If you've been here for a while, you know the journey I've been on with her. She has not been kind to me, but I'm very happy and I'm glad I stuck with it. And I am looking forward to stitching her sister, Night Nymph, but Night Nymph is just gonna have to wait. I don't know. And I've started beading her. So I love her hair and her little wreath of beads, and I've started beading this area of her wings. I just think she's beautiful. I am using the called for fabric for her, which is Star Sapphire Linen from Witchelt. Bluebell. I got extremely lucky to have this pattern. She's by Nora Corbett. She's out of Pret. She's freaking cute as hell. I've told this story before in another Flosstube video. Go back and watch all my other videos and take notes, duh. I was in my car driving along and I'm thinking about Bluebell. Do y'all do that? Do you think about your stitches when you're not stitching and you're like, what do I want to work on when I get home? Ooh, do I want to start that? I think I do. One day I'm in my car thinking about Bluebell, and then it hits me that for some reason she completely reminded me of Lupita Nyong'o. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right. At the 2006 Oscars, I could not tell you what anyone wore to any specific Oscar, except for her look. That powder blue dress. Freaking stunning. So then I had to do a skin conversion. And while I'm stitching her, Serena Williams ended up on the cover of Vogue. And look at her, like, so I was like, oh, this is definitely meant to be. And I have finished the stitching. Look at this. Look at her. So her wings are 100% Krynic. Whew. I think this dress has so much movement in it. I cannot get over the dress. She looks like she's in the middle of a step. I've got a couple of beads in there. I need to backstitch the wings. I love her skin, how it came out. It's perfect. Absolutely love it. So yeah, I just need to backstitch and bead and she'll be finished. This is 28 count linen from Grace Notes Fabrics in Diminuendo. She's so pretty. Sorry, I'm just staring intently at her. I do have a couple of pieces of haul. I did finally pull the trigger on a Mirabilia that I, for some reason, have never gotten. I don't know why. This is Lilith of Labrador. And she is amazing to me because she's very different from all of Nora's other mermaids. Her skin is an unnatural color. Her top, her skin, whatever this may be, is very different and cool. I like the way she's sitting. I like her face and her hair and all these little, I don't know, she's just very cool. Very fantastical looking, and I just love her. I have not started her yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use Ashes to Ashes from Fiberlicious. Because I kind of want to keep that creep factor in. Like she's in the depths of the sea. So we'll see. I don't know when I'm gonna start her. Does anybody else have her and want to start her with me? Y'all know it's hard for me to turn down somebody wanting to start something. Let's talk about wizards. If you've watched my video going through a flip through of the book Myth and Magic, that's right, there's a wizard in there. He's on the front of the book that I just love. And one of my kids said that I should stitch him, but make him look like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings, The Hobbits, Tolkien. Genius freaking idea. She's so smart. And I love wizards because apparently back in the, what would it be, 80s, 90s? Yeah, 90s, early 2000s. I wasn't stitching them, but it looks like there was like a whole plethora of wizards on the scene. Like you just got a ton of wizards. I know Black Swan Design did a bunch of wizards, and Janlin Kit and Dimensions put out a bunch of wizards kits, things like that. I just stumbled across this one. This is a Platinum Collection kit from Jan. This wizard, I don't know what it is about me and wizards. They just kind of come into my life, and they're so quirky and funny and have so much personality. They're so goofy sometimes. I'm just going to show you this wizard. Okay, so let's talk. He's sitting on a double rainbow, right? Here's some cloud vapors or whatever. So obviously he's in the sky, but it's nighttime. Where do these candles come from? Okay, but seriously, look at his face. Look at he's like, Ma, look at me, Ma. Mom, look, I got up here, Ma. Mom, look at me. Mom, I'm doing magic. Mom, look at me. I love him. Who designed him? Gene McMillan was the designer for him. I just love it. I just love these stitches that just scream personality. And he's just so proud of himself. Look. This wizard has seen some things, y'all. I love the wizards. I think we did it, y'all. Right? Did we do it? I'm pretty sure we did. Thank you for spending your time with me. I love spending time with you. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting, following along, sticking around. Super appreciate it. If you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you around. Click the bell so that you get notifications whenever I have a new video. I'm hoping that once I get back from Stitch, New Jersey, I'll have a huge retreat debriefing video for you guys. I'm hoping to shoot a little bit while I'm there. We'll see how that works. I'll see you soon.